Hello, it's Aga from Arvis Artist here. Today we're talking about business mistakes. This is the first video from this series, but I feel that it's super important if you want to earn money by creating images. The thing is that no matter who you are, the 3D artist, graphic designer or architect and so on, this rules applies pretty much to every industry. And even if you don't have your own business and you work full-time for somebody, you can get some freelance jobs after hours and earn additional income. So let me give you some tips. It may seem a bit too official or unnecessary for you, but the truth is that contracts may save you tons of stress. And I would say no matter who you work with, a complete stranger, a friend or a member of family, I know it may seem unnecessary, but actually it helps a lot to avoid a misunderstanding. So my advice is to always prepare a contract. When both sides agree on terms, the documents are signed, it's done. You have a clear situation. You know what needs to be done. You know what the expectations are, what are the timelines, what are the charges and so on. It solves a lot of problems that can come later. You should find some samples of contracts online. You can edit them, adjust to your and your client's needs. You can add some points or remove the ones that are irrelevant. It shouldn't be too complicated, just clear points that cover both sides. If you want to be fully covered, you can hire some lawyer to do it for you. It shouldn't be too expensive, and you can rest easy. I know it can be tricky, especially if you are new in the field, and there is no really one answer for how much to charge. It all depends on different factors, for example, quality, timelines, probably your experience as well. Now, when it comes for charging for a project, always keep in mind all your expenses first. So everything you're paying for example, hardware and software, all the bills related to the job, paid 3D models and so on. And then add additional charge for your skills, your experience, the time you need to finalize the project. Don't underestimate it. It may feel right in the first moment, but in the long run, you'll see that it's not the way. Now, let's talk about working for free. Here is my approach to this. I think it's okay to work pro bono only if both sides benefit from this. So let me give you some examples to make it clear. Offer a company that you'll create a free image for them, so they can test you out, and if they're happy with your results, they can hire you for the next projects. So both sides benefits here. You can get a project for your portfolio, plus you can potentially get a job, and they can get a free image that they can use for advertising, plus potentially they can get great partnership for the future. Another one. You can get some no-paid internship or a trial to get experience, but only if you learn things related to your profession. So in this case again, you can get experience and make your CV richer, plus potentially you can get a job, and they can get a future employee that they can check out without any cost. From my personal experience, I tell you to always take some percentage of the quote in advance. We, for example, charge at least 50% before it starts working on a project. If somebody doesn't want to pay at the beginning, it is more likely that there will be some payment issues at the end. I'm sure that clients can find a lot of arguments why not to pay, but from our experience, most of the clients agree on this term. I'll be honest with you. We made this mistake as well. We thought that somebody was nice and friendly, and because it was our next in-row collaboration and the deadline was tight, we decided not to charge at the beginning but at the end. And the result was that we have to call a couple of times to remind them about the payment. And once we finally get it, once not. My conclusion is that it wasn't worth it. So now we have clear rules for everybody. It's nothing personal, just clear expectations from one side to another. It relates directly to point number 1, where I've told you about the contracts. So set your expectations clearly before starting work on a project. You've created your own website and you posted the projects there. And now you're sitting and waiting for clients lining up and the phone that isn't stopping to ring. Guess what? It probably is not going to happen. If somebody doesn't know about you, how they can want to collaborate with you? So first, publish your work on social media platforms. Behance, Instagram, or LinkedIn are a great place for designers. Secondly, always tell people what you do for a living. You never know who will need images. If not them, maybe their friends. Cold calling is another great way to find new projects. Create a list of potential clients and start calling them. Tell them what you do and ask if they would like to collaborate. Now, the more companies you call, the greater your chance is that you get a deal. So don't tell me it doesn't work if you call 10 or 20 companies. Also, create a content that can benefit your potential client. For example, a blog. If the client doesn't find you, you should find a client. Always try to think ahead. You never know what is going to happen, but you might predict some things. For example, that your computer may stop working, or you can have some software issues, or the file can continue to crashing. When thinking about timelines, keep it in mind. Give yourself a buffer period. If something goes wrong, you have still time to get your job done in time. And this is our goal, isn't it? These mistakes may cost you a lot of time, money, and unnecessary stress. So, is it worth it? I don't think so. So, keep in mind these tips and save yourself a lot of troubles. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in this topic and you want more videos like this. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and also don't forget to like this video if you found this interesting, share it, subscribe, and do all these wonderful things. See you guys in the next video!